My name is Coach Drew. I'm the head coach and organizer for Team Savage 707 football.
Ball right here, Savage. Come on now.
Why did you make Team Savage?
I made Team Savage because through this pandemic that we're going through and the COVID situation with the shutdown for parks and recreational places, I thought it was a good idea as a trainer and as a coach to keep the athletes healthy and keep them active and so that they won't get settled into any bad habits, so that they continue to keep growing as athletes.
So for Team Savage, how many teams do you have today?
Today I actually have 3 teams that'll be coming out here today, 2 14U teams and 1 16U team.
So for Team Savage, how many teams are you hoping to have by next year?
By next year I'm hoping to have 5 teams, maybe doubling those, but making sure that they go through 5 levels, so 10U, 12U, 14U, and then 16, and also through that high school level as well.
Have you ever coached a 7-on-7 team?
No, sir. This is actually my first time coaching 7-on-7, but we've been doing pretty good so far.
Have you won any tournaments with any of your teams yet?
Yes, we have won one tournament a couple weeks ago, which was our first tournament, and we've just been growing through that, which was pretty good for our accolades and acquisitions of players.
How do you get kids to play for your team?
So I started off as a youth coach and carried all the way through high school. All through that, I just continued to train players in the off season. With that following of players, I just kind of formulated a 7-on-7 group and went from there. So I went and bought uniforms and got the guys going.
What's your end goal for Team Savage?
My end goal for Team Savage is to, one, expand, through cities and regions of California, and then also to make sure that these athletes get to the next level, whether it be CFL, NFL, college, D1 level, NAIA level, whichever level that they desire to get to. But to make sure that these guys, become good athletes, become good coaches or mentors that they aspire to be through their life.
Okay, thank you, Coach Drew.
Yes, sir, man, no problem.
My name is Noah Rodriguez. I'm a class of 2022.
Okay, Noah, how did you find out about Coach Drew and Team Savage?
I transferred from Alhambra to Monrovia. I kind of met Coach Drew my second practice. He told me, what's up, you want to play 7-on-7 train? I was like, yo, I've been training ever since with him.
Do you play for any other 7-on-7 organizations?
Right now, currently I'm not, but I play with Beast by Nature kind of back in March, but I'm kind of Team Savage right now.
What drives you to play for Coach Drew and Team Savage?
The thing that kind of drives me is just his workouts, him putting in his time, and usually just setting up tournaments.
What drives you to do these trainings?
The kind of practice he has, I like kind of having the practice, coming here, feeling kind of like a second family, just being able to throw the ball, have fun times with my teammates.
What does your schedule look like for Team Savage?
Practice twice a week. We got tournaments Saturday or Sunday. That's mostly every week. He tries to set up everything he can for us with this kind of pandemic.
Okay, thank you, Noah.
My name is Justice Yu. I'm class of 2021 and I attend Monrovia High School.
Okay, Justice, how did you find out about Coach Drew and Team Savage?
Coach Drew's a receiver coach at Monrovia High School, so I've been working with him for the past couple years. So he just invited me into Team Savage and we created it.
Why do you only play for him?
He's very loyal to me. He invites everybody from the team. He always invites them each and every week to come back and get better. So.
What drives you to go to these trainings every day?
The work ethic you have to put in to these practices really shows how good they are and how high tempo they are. So he's a good coach.
What does a Team Savage schedule practice look like?
6:30 to 8:45 on Tuesdays and Fridays.
Okay, thank you, Justice.
This is Brian Salazar, and I am a class of 2024.
Okay, Brian, what high school do you go to?
I go to Monrovia High School in California.
How did you find out about Coach Drew and his 7-on-7 team?
I train with Coach Drew all the time, so when he brought it up one day during practice, I was on board already.
Why do you only play for him?
I only play for Coach Drew because that's my high school coach, and also he's the one coach I know personally.
What drives you to get up and go training with Coach Drew every day?
I know that if I want to make it to the NFL or go professionally in something, I need to work hard starting now.
Okay, thank you, Brian.
Thank you.
Williams, and I'm in 7th grade.
Okay, Gavin, how did you find out about Coach Drew and Team Savage?
I found out because I've been working with Coach Drew, so I was 11 years old, and it just went from there.
Why do you only play for him?
I played for him because he wanted me to play on the team, and I had a 7-on-7 team at the time, so I just hopped on it.
What drives you to work out with Coach Drew and Team Savage?
He always get in my receiver receiver stuff and my DB stuff to point. So yeah.
What does a Team Savage week look like?
We practice every Tuesday and Friday, and then on the weekend we'll usually have a tournament.
Okay, thank you, Gavin.
Thank you.
Luis Ochoa, I'm class of 21.
How did you find out about Coach Drew and Team Savage?
I found out about Coach Drew when I started playing football last year at Monroe High, and I found out Team Savage when I was practicing.
Why do you only play for him and Team Savage?
I only play with him and Team Savage because me and him have built this bond like over the past couple of months.
What drives you to get up and only train with Coach Drew?
What drives me to get up and train with Coach Drew is to get better, basically, and just like come out better in the season.
Luis.
Fist in here touching. Get your fist in here touching. Right here, right here, right here, right here. Justice call it.
Hey, TS on me. TS on 3. 1, 2, 3. TS.